Priscilla is a drama film based off the book written by Priscilla Presley. This movie's got a lot of buzz. It's an A24 film for starters. Also, the movie was not liked by the Elvis family estate, so that could be a sign that the movie might be really good. So I went to see it with a friend. This movie covers Priscilla when she is a teenager. She's basically living in Germany because her father's stationed out there, and someone pops by and invites her to a house party full of adults where she can meet Elvis, and she's very smitten with him, and he keeps inviting her over to, these house parties, and, a sort of blossoming relationship forms. However, he has to go serve, and most of this movie is just basically Priscilla alone. This movie is the complete antithesis of the Baz Luhrmann 2022 film. That movie was like a larger than life, super long, very overproduced movie about like his influences, about his music, about his tribute to the king. This is the exact opposite. This movie is like a quiet, sort of lonely drama about a young woman almost groomed basically by a young Elvis, and she basically just lives for him because of the power imbalance, because he's rich and famous and she's a nobody, but he chose her. So she sort of just has to like tamp herself down and just sort of be his arm candy for the longest time. I mean, she spends like years waiting for high school, and then she moves in with him after she turns 18, and she goes to a school, and she's got to like, go to school while he's away filming movies or going on tours and things like that. And she's like the sort of just woman at home, and she just sort of waits around for him. And the movie's got a great cinematography to establish this, lots of expansive shots of the inside of Graceland, and her just sort of waiting and languishing and not doing much. And whenever she tries to like get a little bit of control, he slams her down, not physically, but with, words, with emotional abuse, like, just stay at home, be there for me. You don't get to do anything, no job, no money, just stay home and do what I want you to do. So in that regard, the movie doesn't paint Elvis as a very charismatic person in the home life, which, not a lot of people, a lot of people idolize him still and are big fans of his music and his movies, but maybe in real life he wasn't the nicest guy, and there's no reason to take this movie as gospel, but you also have to agree that like him hanging out with a teenager and sort of zeroing on her for some reason is really weird. And also the year was 1959, so this was basically like grooming with permission because the parents weren't sure, and it was kind of like a new thing. So the movie doesn't hold back its punches. It's actually really, really grim in that regard, and it's based off the book written by the woman, so you really can't say that it didn't happen. But maybe look into this movie as a lens of what could have happened, or probably happened, because the Elvis movie definitely didn't showcase any of his faults. Like, they only showed one scene of pill popping in the 2022 film, and this one was like a more realistic portrayal. So Priscilla does have a little bit of a problem with the pacing department in the second half of the movie. I felt myself losing attention near the end as it kept going, but overall it's a very sumptuous portrait of a woman in a sort of celebrity marriage, trying to deal with all the one-sidedness of it, and really great performances. I don't really watch Euphoria, but I didn't know where the guy was from, and he was really good as Elvis, and the main actress was really good too. So definitely worth seeing if you're into a drama film. If you're a huge fan of Elvis, you might not like this movie. So I give Priscilla a 7 out of 10.